One of the mottos of the Salvation Army is heart to God and hand to man. William and Catherine Booth founded the Salvation Army in 1865 in London. William Booth was a Methodist minister who believed that you couldn't hear the Word of God over the grumbling of your stomach. And so the Salvation Army began to feed people. They opened up factories so that people would have jobs. We're trying to help people to not be in poverty. We're trying to help people with a hand up and not a hand out.
I just started to slip away from life.
I lost my job, lost my family, and I was sleeping in my car.
My son got removed from me, and I had to change everything about my life.
What I found is my life dissolving at a rapid pace. I was trying to drink and use myself to death.
I was diagnosed with severe chronic depression. I was suicidal, and I was absolutely lost.
When they walk through those doors, they are individuals who are just declaring in a united voice that we have a problem and we need help.
The Salvation Army here in Alameda County, we have 4 units which we call CORE. We have one in Hayward, one in Tri-Cities, Garden Street, and Chinatown.
At our Chinatown CORE, we have a lot of youth programs. We have a summer day camp program that hosts about 250 children. We also have our after-school program with our elementary school age children, which is taught by our high school and college students. Our high school and college students are actually in a leadership program that is run by the Salvation Army Chinatown CORE to teach them to become leaders. We also serve lunch to 50 to 75 seniors every day.
We serve those who come to us without discrimination. Something in their life happened. They lost a family member, they lost their home, they lost their job. Some tragedy happened that could happen to any one of us.
We had a house fire and lost my 16-year-old oldest son and my 12-year-old niece. And that just spiraled me down to being homeless with my family.
Sometimes you think, how are we ever going to really get out of this situation, you know?
We have a shelter where we shelter 16 families.
When I see my kids and my wife and we're all in one room, 5 beds, that's when I just dropped to my knees and I just surrendered everything.
Their father became abusive. I was able to pull myself out of the relationship, and it was really difficult for me to find a job to, take care of 3 boys by myself as a single mom.
We also have a daycare center here. We actually serve 65 children in that program each and every day of the year. We are a year-round school for them.
Enrolling my kid in Salvation Army has been a wonderful experience. I'm able to go back to school. I'm able to do what I really love doing.
Tuesday nights we have what is called troops. It's kind of like Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, but Christ-centered. So they not only get to learn life skills and earn emblems and get a sash and eventually get a uniform, they also get to learn about Christ and learn about how God works in their life. It's a great character building program for kids.
I had been laid off for a while and things were getting a little tight. When I called the Salvation Army, they gave me the information about the bread rack, the pantry program.
On Thursday, our food pantry opens at 9 a.m. Today, we had 218 people come for food. That's 218 households. And I can't really imagine how many individual people God helped by the food that they brought home to their families.
I had emergency heart surgery and I was disabled. Eventually I ended up losing my job, and of course I fell behind on my bills. So I called resources and they told me that Salvation Army has a REACH program to help out with electricity. Salvation Army helped me, and I'm grateful for that.
Here at the Hayward CORE, we have a senior lunch, we have youth programs, we have a lunch program that we do every day. Last year, we served 23,500 lunches. We also give bag lunches to the homeless, to the working poor, and children that aren't in school. We have about 30 kids that are going through our youth programs that teaches character, integrity, honesty when they're in school.
The goal of the Adult Rehabilitation Center is to break the cycle of addiction.
We take away first their primary coping mechanism. We take away their drugs and alcohol. Now they're left with feeling pain, feeling hurt. We walk through the pain to get to the other side of healing.
We also have a work therapy component in which we are instructing and teaching the beneficiaries.
I woke up one morning and for the first time in a couple of years, I didn't have that aching pain in my chest, and I started to feel some hope. Priscilla told me one day, she says, I'm going to give you permission to cry, Zoe. And I think I cried for the next 90 days straight. And I was happy, and all those emotions were all flowing to me. And what happened was it left room for God to come in for me.
The foundation is our spiritual program. We don't force it down their throats. We provide through our chapels, through our Bible studies, our spiritual counseling, opportunities for them to see that Christianity gives them that hope.
Our goal and purpose is to serve the humanity that is in need, and that's increasing on a daily basis.
We're only supported by the folks in the community. The only way that we can keep going and keep doing what we do is by the support of the people.
Because of what they did for me, I volunteered for the Christmas program. I give lunches during lunch, whatever they need.
It's lives that have changed, lives that have come through this door broken, that have been mended.
When I came here, I was sleeping in my car. When I left here, I had my own apartment again.
I got family members back in my life. Got an awesome resume now. You know, I've never had one before.
It's a blessing, man, that I got in the lobby instead of prison. It changed my life into where I see a future for myself. I see a future for my daughters and me. They all love their daddy today. I couldn't say that 11 and a half months ago.
It made me believe that there are good people out there that are willing to help you unconditionally.
They don't judge me or look at me any other way.
They accepted me at face value.
It was that void that I knew was missing.